Western Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's think about Ball State for a minute. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Thacker. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
To the ground, he's got it again. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching pass.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Here on third down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thacker. Turns it on in midfield. Flying out to the left. The tag. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
How about that job after the catch on a critical third down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up first and goal.
With the run on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Wide receiver going in motion.
Set go!
Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This offense is racking up some yardage, but they've got to be able to finish the deal by scoring touchdowns. Third and goal. The give. Touchdown, Ball State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on. There he goes. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Trying to make magic with his feet. At midfield, he's got room. Free up the gut. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, that dude has some jets. They run the replay, forget handing the football off. He takes off, and he is a running back in open field, chewing up yards. Nice big play by that young man.
He'll throw it. Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defense Offensively, it really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up every yardage you can and help out the offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Jones to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass, kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Eagles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest. Ball
State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They really for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
With the catch, it's Thomas. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On third and short, they'll give it to the tight end. Across the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. He wants to change this route. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Trying to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the move from inside his 5. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Calls his own number. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
What an opportunity here if you're on offense, right? After the great kick return, you're already down here in the red zone. It's third down now. You've got to be able to come away with a touchdown. This field position is too good to only settle for 3 points.
Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now, and like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Jones to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Harrell. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2-9 Philly.
To the air on 2nd down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. get the punt. He's going to throw it. And he makes the catch. Now can he get to the sticks? And the tackle was made, but that fake worked to perfection to pick up the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Eagles. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway.
Step it up. Do better than this. Oh, that was terrible. What is that? Bring it up.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds.
On the set. Offside. Pound 55 read.
Leaves it with the running back. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Looks as if he's going to run it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Toss sweep to the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. To throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Motion from the back. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The short hands, it's Kramer. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying play action. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. He's turning it loose into the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll move the tight end. A designed run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
Jones wants to throw it. The screen, and watch out. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. Snap to the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Corners are going to bail. Sweet cut there. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Foley. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field.
Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Irons on the move. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Direct snap. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. After the missed connection, it's third down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. There he goes.
Wide receiver, the ball carrier. Gain of 16. First and goal, Eastern Michigan.
Never mind. This is the one.
And the Eagles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The play action fake.